Dimensional analysis. So what is it? Dimensional analysis is basically converting between units to figure out how big or something is or how small something is. For example, how many gallons is a liter? Or how many kilometers are in a mile? Today you'll be able to solve these problems. So how do you do it? First thing you need to do is identify the units you are given. In other words, what units do you start with? Second thing you need to do is figure out what units you need to convert to. Example, Mr. P likes to drink 1,000 milliliters of water a day. How many cups is this? So I start off with milliliters, and I'm trying to find cups. So a simple way to state this is 1,000 milliliters equals how many cups? In order to do this, I need to figure out something that we call a conversion. A conversion factor is how much of one unit equals another. For example, in our previous problem, we have 1 cup equals 225 milliliters. You can always look online for conversion factors or look in the back of your book in the appendices. So how do we use a conversion factor? Well, in this case, we insert it like a fraction. Okay? And there's actually a reason why we do that. And it'll make more sense as we go through this. So this is our conversion factor. It's always set up where one unit is on top of the other. The reason why you set it up as a fraction is because you put the units you are trying to solve on top. Okay? The reason why you do that is to get rid of units. For example, when you have units on top and units on the bottom, just like in algebra, you're able to cancel units. When you multiply fractions, you can cross cancel like terms. Okay? For example, these milliliters and these milliliters are going to cross out. Okay? So when we cross out units, we're going to be left with the unit that we're looking for, which is cups. Now, in order to simplify, it's very simple. You multiply the top term, you multiply the bottom term, you cross out units, and you simplify. So, in this case, we have 1,000 times 1 divided by 1 times 225. Or, simply, 1,000 cups divided by 225, which equals 4.44 cups. Let's review the steps. First, you define your units that you're starting with and what you're ending up with. Second thing you need to figure out is a conversion factor, where you set it up in the equation where the factor is always given as a fraction. The units you are trying to solve for always go on top. You cancel units, you simplify by multiplying and then dividing, and you're done. Here's an example problem. Taking a look here, the distance from the thumb to the little finger on Irby Terbium's hand is 9 inches. Convert this to centimeters. First of all, you need to begin with finding out how many centimeters there are in an inch. So what units do we start with? Well, we start with 9 inches. What are we trying to convert to? We're trying to convert to centimeters. Well, in order to solve this problem, we need a conversion factor. So here's your problem in simplified form. Step 2 is to find the conversion factor, and here it is. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve the problem yourself. Okay, let's take a look here. You enter it as a fraction, where we start off with 9 inches, and we multiply by our conversion factor. Notice how inches are on the bottom, because that's how they're going to cancel. And we're going to be left over with centimeters, which is what we want. So when we go ahead and simplify, again, cancel like units. Those always need to be on opposite sides of the fraction. Then we multiply through. And we get 22.86 centimeters. Please go ahead and finish your dimensional analysis with Units You Know worksheet, and there's a conversion chart to find the conversion factors for each problem. Now sometimes you might need more than one conversion factor in order to solve a problem, and these problems are actually harder. Good luck, and go ahead and review the key when you're done.